My name is Chancey Latimer. This is my persuasive speech on judgment based on skin color. Love has no color. I urge you and your partner to use acceptance frequently to empower and strengthen your relationship. Which of these kids do you think are mixed with different races? The answer is all. This is Candace, my son Brentley, and her 3 siblings. And then this is my family. I have personally been judged by my peers in past relationships and in present relationships also. I now have a biracial fiance who is mixed, but she looks Caucasian, and we have a son who is 75% black. It is important not to base any type of judgment on skin color. If you judge, then it will hurt someone's feelings. It will hurt those around you. Can limit where you eat, work, and attend school. Judgment is something that should not be done and just look past. During the following, I'm going to tell you the definition of judgment, explain the importance of acceptance, and explain why racism should be stopped in the first place. The definition of judgment. To hear, determine, as in cases on trial, to decide as a judge, to give judgment, and to pass sentence. Being judgmental can come from how you raised, who you grew up around, and stuff you hear from your friends and everything. Approximately 30% of people are judge others, but the most common people who get judged are black men who date white women, or white men who date black women, or vice versa. Importance of acceptance. Many relationships form one-sided thinking that thinking that they can change the other, but trying to change a person who really will only lead to resentment and ultimately failure. Why racism should be stopped. In the U.S. Supreme Court ruling in Loving versus Virginia in 1967 struck down legal bans on interracial relationships that persisted in some states in the South. Here are some graphs showing the increase of numbers over the years. And this is the chart of proven marriages between black and white. In 1958, it was only 4%, and then 10 years later, it jumped up to 10%. Then it jumped up another 26% the next 10 years. And then another 10 years, it jumped up 12% to 48%. And then 1998, it jumped up to 64%. 2003, it jumped up to 73%. And then 2008 to 2009, it jumped up to 86%. And then this chart is approved by marriage based on blacks and whites by race. The dark green line is the black race, and the light green line is the white race. In 1968, 56% of blacks approved of interracial relationships, and in 68, only 17% approved of it. It stayed kind of steady. It stayed kind of steady going over these past 20, 30 years, but the numbers really changed in 1996 when it went from 70% to 77%, and then 44% to 61%. Then it has another steady pace for about another 8 years. And then it goes from 87 to 96% in 2009 for the black race, and 73 to 84% in the white race. 3 main points: the definition of judgment, the importance of giving someone a chance, and why racism should be stopped in the first place. The purpose of this speech is to persuade someone not to judge on the outer appearance, to get to know a person before placing any type of judgment. Like I said before, judgment is something that we try to stop. This is 2013. It's definitely different how it used to be back in '68 when my parents were young. When my parents, they tell me all the time they never saw anything that's going on now, and they like seeing it now. And over the years, I have trouble with me dating someone out of my own race, but that's just they always said it was just for my safety. But as of now, they think I've made a very good choice on who I'm with. They made a good choice of who I'm with, and they approve of it, and they love my fiance Candace. They love my son, and it just seems like it's just a thing of the past. Like this, the word racism doesn't even get brought up anymore. With my family, we don't get any looks, and her family, we don't get any looks. It's just when we brought a son in the world, everybody's opinion changed, and it all came for the better. And that's my speech. Thank you.